Hey Gen Mexers, happy week of Black Friday if you're watching this when we release it. It's the day before Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, Native American Day, and Black Friday, and even Giving Tuesday if you're going to stick around for next week. We are going to go through a list of things that we think would be awesome presents for the person on your list who is dreaming of living in Mexico, or maybe they already live in Mexico. Some of this would still be good for them.
Or maybe even for yourself.
That is true. You could definitely add these to your list. Say you're Dave up in Canada and Pam needs to get you something for the holidays. How about number one on the list? And that is a Margaritaville blender. Kat actually got this for me for Christmas a couple of years ago. Tell folks about this blender, which we don't have here. We're still up in the United States because of Nugget, who's not here sharing this video with us. But anyway, we're not there yet. The blender is in Mexico. Tell folks about the blender.
Yeah, this is an awesome blender. Actually, a friend of ours in Mexico had one. And so I was like, oh, I got to get that for Brighton. And so, yeah, it is a Key West Margaritaville blender, and it is perfect for making margaritas. You put the ice in it, and it is just perfect.
Yeah, these are blended margaritas. So this is not like on the rocks,
yeah,
but it actually shaves the ice as it goes through and blends everything together. It is perfect for those who are really wanting a margarita. Also for those wanting a margarita, Kat, why don't you pick up some of the things that are hidden behind our boxes? We have these here, which are, Kat, explain them. You bought them.
I did. So these are frozen margarita glasses. You actually put them into the freezer and they stay frozen, and they're plastic, so they're going to be perfect for our hot tub or taken to the pool. These are going to be awesome once we get down to Mexico.
And you too can take these with you to Mexico. If you need a video about how to move your stuff to Mexico, I just released that one. You'll find that one up here. But also continuing on number one, an additional thing for the margarita drinker in your household is Margarita salt rim salter.
Yep.
So these are great. Comes with the salt inside. You can put salt around the rim. You put your lime around the edge of the rim. Yeah, the rim. And then put it in the salt. The key here is making sure that you have the right size.
Can I demonstrate?
Yes. Let's see if the size works. Ooh, see, it wouldn't have worked on this one. Show them that.
But you know what? I can be creative.
You can be creative and do that. But they make them in different sizes, so try to match your margarita glass rims with your salt rimmer. And something that you're probably already seeing in this video is I'm trying something new, and that is putting QR codes up on the screen so you can go over to Amazon or wherever to purchase this stuff. This is like total sales video. It's Black Friday.
You know what I thought you were going to say when you said cute? I thought you were going to say putting a cute wife and a cute dog in that video. So no. You said QR code.
QR code.
You cracked me up.
Anyway, yes, what I found actually is looking through the statistics, a lot of you watch this on television. So I didn't think that was happening, but that'll be great. You can take a picture of your screen and go directly to wherever you need to go to pick up on this stuff. Butters, that's a little bit personal. Butters. So number two is actually something that you won't find over on Amazon. However, you will find great Black Friday prices for it, and that is the Mexico Relocation Guide. This is like the go-to guide for moving to Mexico. Mariana is great at keeping this up to date, making sure everything is current and correct. So you can go on Facebook and ask people questions and they'll give you answers. But if you want the right answer, you're going to have to buy the guide. Also in there is a list of resources across Mexico. Really, really helpful thing. I've heard so many people rave about the guide, and it's $100 off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday of this week if you're watching this right away. So November something through something. Here's the QR code. Head over and pick up the Mexico Relocation Guide. Okay, so I just sent Kat outside for the next thing that's on the list, but also want to mention that there's going to be something really good for those of you in the world of things where you would appreciate the brand Selkirk. I'm going to tell you how to get Selkirk things at half off, 50% off. I saved $100 per Selkirk something. Stick around for that. It's coming up later in the video.
All right. right, and number 3 are Mexican blankets. Of course, you probably know they come in all sorts of colors and even sizes, and they are the most amazingly warm blankets. We actually use them a lot when we're in Mexico. We go out on our beach deck in the morning, we have coffee, and we wrap these things around us.
Because December and January, late December, January can be cool in La Paz. So Mexico's not always warm everywhere. Mexican blankets, we have probably a half dozen of them in our house down there and a few of them up here. And I found a place on Amazon where you can buy genuine Mexican handmade blankets. I think they're a little bit on the thinner side. They come in all different thicknesses, but they are being made inside Mexico by hand, and they donate to a nonprofit that works on getting people clean water when you make your purchase there. Number 4 on the list is a book, and it's by Kathrin Lake, and she is living down in Mexico, and she is an author from the United States, an expat. So she has moved down there, and she's written a series of books called The Happy Hammock. And so I recommend starting with the first one, How to Escape the Cold and Live in Mexico. So check that out. Check out, there's a series. I think the 3rd book is out now. So yeah, check those out. You can get those on Amazon. I also forgot to prep number 5 on the list, so Kat's out getting that. But while she's doing that, be sure to hit the subscribe button, the little bell, and the word all to make sure that you're notified of all future videos. We cannot convince Nugget to be part of this video. She's just looking at us here. She wants her dinner. So, okay, what's the number 6 on the, no, number 5. What's number 5 on the list, Kat?
I think that would be our sat phone, our satellite phone. And we got this when we were traveling in the RV and we were going through pretty long stretches where there really was no cell service and there was really nothing at all. And so we just wanted to make sure that in case we broke down, we could, call for help.
Yeah, so it's pretty simple. It's we call it a sat phone, but it's really like a sat text messaging service.
It's pretty basic.
Connected to your iPhone, but it was good. It was we could send, our families could watch a little map online and see where we were. We could send a message that said, we're camped for the night here, and we'd get little messages back. So very simple. Of course, you could get a Starlink dish if you're going down in an RV these days because they have that capability. But old school, this is a good option if you're worried about going through those parts of Mexico where there just is not cell service. And there's a lot of Mexico like that. Number 6 on the list is coffee. So I thought this would be great to support one of our other YouTuber friends, the Kinetic Kittens. They have Con Todo Coffee, and they are supporting a family these days. So that would be a great thing to do. Purchase some YouTuber coffee Con Todo. And their beans are grown completely in Mexico. And speaking of Mexico, the next thing on the list, number 7, is some authentic Mexican handcrafted, whatever it is you want, from Tonala. So this one's a little bit different, but I have someone who can be your personal shopper in Tonala. And this is part of Guadalajara, and it is where pretty much everything, furniture, handmade goods, it's all being made in this area. And she can, if you're in Guadalajara, she'll take you on a tour and show you all the best places to get whatever it is you want, glass or metal or furniture. So Mayra is her name, Mayra. I will have her contact information so that you can reach out to her. She will be your personal shopper. She will find whatever it is you're looking for, and she will find it from a craftsman, usually direct from the factory in Tonala.
Have you kept this from me on purpose?
Oh boy. Shopper Kat just kicked into gear. Number 8, there's nothing more Mexican than these really heavy-duty handmade glasses. You can pick these up in Tonala, or you can actually get them over on Amazon. That might be a little bit easier, but there are a lot of options out there for homemade Mexican glasses. Kat picked these up.
Yeah, I love these. We have a whole set of these in different colors and different shapes. Super hefty, love them, like ultimate Mexico.
And you can drink anything out of that. Kat can drink her Diet Coke while I drink my margarita. So number 9 on the list is very exciting. Pickle Ball paddles. So if you're gonna move to Mexico, you better know how to play pickleball because that's what everyone does for fun. If you're a retired expat or a somewhat retired person or hoping to retire, you're gonna wanna play pickleball. And I told you that I was gonna give you the secret to finding these for half price. And that is over on Amazon. Amazon has a deal with Selkirk to sell their factory second. So these little things like tiny little defects that you can hardly see on the surface of the paddle, doesn't affect the performance, but they sell them for half off. So this is typically a $200 paddle. I paid $100 for it. I passed my old paddle to Kat because she liked my old paddle so much. So Selkirk is a great brand for pickleball paddles. So anything pickleball related is probably good for someone who's hoping to move to Mexico at some point in time.
And pickleball is super addictive, and it's worth investing a little bit into a nicer paddle. Usually I'm like cheap, and I want the cheapest thing, but it actually is worth getting a little bit more expensive a paddle because it makes all the difference, and it's really saved my pickleball elbow a lot.
Yes. And pickleball is life. I think that was from Ted Lasso.
It was from Ted Lasso.
Finally on the list, we're ending with something really sweet, and that is Abuelita Coffee. Yes.
Hot chocolate.
It is. It's hot chocolate. Abuelita, which means grandmother or little grandmother, and it is chocolate. Kat makes really great hot chocolate when we're down in Mexico on those chillier evenings. And show us how these things are made here, Kat, or how do you make hot chocolate with them?
Yeah, like I'm an amazingly good cook. I'm not. But these are super easy. They're just discs of hot chocolate, and you can get
discs of chocolate, actually, not hot chocolate.
Well, you make hot chocolate out of them.
But if they were hot chocolate, they wouldn't be discs.
Thank you, sweetie.
This
is the Mexican hot chocolate one, so it has a little bit of cinnamon and maybe a little spice to it. So good. Just put it in a pot with some milk. Heat it up, stir it up, pour it. There you go. Super fun.
That is 10 things that you can buy for the Mexico lover on your list. Of course, there are folks who probably already have all of this stuff. And if you already have all this stuff, be sure to leave in the comments what it is that we missed. Let me know what you think of those QR codes on screen. Let me know if you do watch these videos on TV, because we don't really watch YouTube videos on TV.
We need maybe we need a bigger TV for
probably need a bigger
the
TV.
Holidays.
Oh, there we go. And if you have not been able to scan those QR codes from your couch, that means your TV is too small. That's what we experience. Bigger TV. You can never go wrong with bigger TV. And gardening stuff. Okay, so Nugget has decided to grace us with her presence for the final part of the video. So thank you so much for watching. And that's Nugget. Hasta luego.